I guess everybody wants fake meat again, right? Jeez Louise, guys, Beyond Meat stock is going parabolic, nuclear. This move is insane. Whatever you want to call it, we went up today, guys. Are you ready for this? 145%, and that's not including the 80-cent pop after the bell. We all know when the market closes, there's less liquidity, right? Less volume. And the moves, well, the moves could get more wild. And that's exactly what's going on right now. Beyond Meat went up 146% on the day, right? And now it's up another, let's calculate it here, rough estimate here, guys, 25% after the bell. And at one point, it was up another 30%. So we're going to break down what is going on, why Beyond Meat's up, am I buying it? Is the vegan fake meat movement back? You know what I mean? We're going to cover it all in this video, guys, and just go over the charts. And again, what's been going on. So Beyond Meat is up a lot, not just today, but yesterday was a big move. I mean, guys, for Pete's sake, on Thursday, it was at 50 cents a share. This stock was at 50 cents a share on Thursday. Could you imagine if you just bought, couple thousand shares, or if you bought call options or whatever, right? You would be up an unbelievable amount, in such a short amount of time. But the reality is, guys, this is not going to last. Before we dive into what's going on, structurally with the business, this is not going to last. We all know that. Who's getting fooled here? Nobody's getting fooled. I hope not. If I was in this stock, which full disclosure, I'm not, but if I was in it, I would be getting out so fast. I would be running to the sell button right now. I would have hit it hours ago, to be honest. In my opinion, that would have been the smart thing to do, but you don't know how much more this could go up, right? In the short term. But locking in profits makes sense because, again, going back to what I said, this is not going to last. Beyond Meat, at the end of the day, guys, they're a failing company. They're hanging on by a thread. They did a debt restructure. They're trying to avoid bankruptcy. They're trying to avoid a NASDAQ delisting. Do you realize how bad that would be if they got delisted off the NASDAQ? That would be really bad. And they're at risk of that. That's why they're looking to do a reverse stock split to, stay compliant with the NASDAQ, which we'll cover that here in a second. But yeah, man, the reality is this is a game, not a GameStop level squeeze, but this is that type of squeeze, kind of, right? Like, remember BlackBerry, Nokia, those stocks back then were going nuts. What was the other one? Bed Bath and Beyond, right? Yeah, that was one. This is that type of move, It went from 50 cents now to $4.40. Sure, it could go up to who knows, $5, $6, $7, but we're gonna see a cataclysmic drop in the stock. It's gonna be disgusting. We could wake up one day and it's down 80%. That's what I'm talking about. At least that's what I think and why I'm avoiding it, because the last thing I want to do, guys, is buy this stock, right? Hold it overnight, hoping it goes higher, and then we wake up tomorrow, it's down, maybe not 80%, but what if it goes down like 20, 30, 40%? That's totally possible. So yeah, Beyond Meat, I wouldn't touch it if I'm not already in it, right? I wouldn't FOMO into it. Again, if I was in it, I would be locking in profits. Honestly, I would have locked in profits yesterday. That's just me, though. I'm more conservative when I'm trading, especially a stock like this, man. I wouldn't hold this overnight. I would not. I would just day trade it, quick in and out type deal. But let's dive into now what is going on structurally with the company, because we all know, there's a lot going on, and it's not good. Beyond Meat, this stock, this company was super popular years ago. When I first started making YouTube videos in like 2017, 18, this is when they were at their peak almost. Maybe 2019-ish, 2020 was when they were peak popularity, and it's just been downhill since. And the funny thing is, man, my wife is actually, she's a vegetarian. She doesn't really eat meat in terms, well, she's starting to eat chicken again, so I guess that's a lie. But for years she's been a vegetarian, and now it won't let me access this article. But I actually have, where I'm going with that is, I have Beyond Meat downstairs. I actually just had a patty 2 days ago, so it's not like I personally don't like the well, I don't love the product. I'll be honest. I just ate it because she was making it, and I was like, I'll try one. And she doesn't eat it really either. It's not like it's a staple in her diet. It's like a once in a while thing we get. But yeah, it still lingers around the grocery stores. It's still in my refrigerator, freezer. And I can't access this article. Screw it. Honestly, guys, we don't even have to. But yeah. The reality is the popularity has gone down, right? Their sales have gone down. It's down across the board. And this article, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. I have to make an account to access it now, of course. But pretty much it went over the numbers of what they're doing with their debt. And essentially they're doing this debt restructuring essentially to avoid bankruptcy. And there's going to be a lot more. I'm pretty sure they're issuing a lot more shares of common stock, diluting shareholders. They're looking to do the reverse stock split, like I said, to stay NASDAQ compliant. That's the main thing. The main thing right now, guys, is A, they're trying to stay NASDAQ compliant, and B, well, flip these. It should be A, they're avoiding bankruptcy, trying to avoid bankruptcy, and B, the NASDAQ compliance. But man, they don't want to go bankrupt, because that will obviously, destroy the stock. I mean, the stock's already cooked, right? But it's seeing this resurgence, and take it for what you will, man. I don't think Beyond Meat is ever going to come back anywhere near where it was. You guys have to realize, when a stock, let's say this stock was $230, right? $230 a share back in 2019. It's down like 99%, 96%, whatever, 95%, 98%, whatever, from that point. So you might be like, oh, it has to go up, what, 100% to get back there? No, right? And this is obviously a basic topic, but some people fail to realize now, for Beyond Meat to get back to $230 a share from $3, we need to see this go up, not hundreds, but thousands of percent, right? For this to get back to all-time highs, it needs to go up 10,000%. It's never happening. This is never going back to all-time highs. Or honestly, I would say it's never going to go back to even $10, $15 a share. Honestly, unless they do a reverse stock split, I don't see much upside here, because again, the movement, it's not the vegan movement. That's not what we're talking about here. The fake meat movement, completely different. It's completely slowed down, because the reality is more and more people are realizing that real meat is good for you. Maybe not excess red meat, that I understand, but eating, red meat once or twice or 3 times a week, eating good quality organic chicken, eating this, that's actually good for you. And yes, I understand the animal rights side of it, or the animal, you know what I mean, right? People, for that reason, I totally respect it. But people that are like, oh, meat's unhealthy, chicken's unhealthy, steak's unhealthy, that's not true. That's all a bunch of propaganda. The reality is, Beyond Meat's product is unhealthy. It is. It just is. Which is why, less and less people are buying it. And people that are actually vegan, right, or vegetarian, they view this stuff as a once in a while thing, not an everyday staple to your diet. Those people that are vegetarian, vegan, my wife included, man, she eats super healthy fruits, yogurt, fish, salad, this, that. She's not crushing Beyond Meat, right? Or, other fake substitutes. These people are more health conscious, is where I'm getting at with this. And I've said this before so many times. There's no need to harp on it, but yeah, man, if you're eating fake meat all the time, you're probably the anomaly, right? You're not. There's not many of you out there, right? People aren't crushing Beyond Meat daily, as much as they were nearly, years ago, right? Obviously. So yeah, where I'm getting at with that is, man, I'm staying away from this. I'm only looking at it maybe as a day trade, but as an investment, there's no shot. There's no shot. Yeah, they have the brand name. That's the only thing they have going for them, if you think about it, is the brand name. Beyond Meat. You think of that. That's kind of what you think of when you think of fake meat. You're like, oh, Beyond Meat. But that's all they have going for them in a dying, dwindling, niche, very niche industry market. I'm not a big fan. So what do you guys think about that? Let me know in the comments. That's a quick rundown there. Check out the link in the bio or for the Patreon portfolio if you want to join that and see how I'm building my portfolio. We're investing $500 every week with bonus deposits throughout the month, so you guys get to see how I'm building a real money portfolio, what stocks I'm buying, how I'm beating the market. You get access to the Discord, my posts, and chart ideas throughout the week. All of that's down below on Patreon, guys, or go to the link in the bio or stasserfest.com/Patreon. It's also in the comments. And with that being said, guys, I appreciate you all for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video.